Another Christmas, come and gone, brought joy, cheer to us and the rest of the world, and nice gifts. How's it going, old schoolers? You're kicking it old school, Russell J.S., and I am your host, Russell J.S. As you saw from the previous video, how good Santa was to me this Christmas. And you know what? I'm going to review a couple of the games that he had left me this Christmas, and I'm going to review the stuff that I got from Mom and Dad. But before I begin, may I remind you to, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit a like, leave a comment in the box down below, and ring the bell for future videos to come out. Now, the first, as you saw, a few of the things that Santa brought was this reissue of the Super Mario Brothers Game & Watch. And he brought me this My Arcade portable handheld, which has 220 games, retro-style games, that My Arcade themselves have designed. Now, the two that I got from Mom and Dad, they happen to be My Arcade as well. I now have the portable handheld version of Space Invaders, the 45th Anniversary Edition, and also, a treasure trove that really is a blast from the past, My Arcade's version of Elevator Action. And I also went ahead and I got batteries, so that way we could go ahead and give these things a test run. So without further ado, let's tear these bad Oscars open, shall we? Alright, so the first one I tore open is the Super Mario Brothers Game & Watch. I mean, look at how tiny this thing is. I mean, you could practically put this in your pocket. And what's really cool is, it used to be you had to buy batteries, like them small, watch-like batteries for the original ones. But this comes with a USB charger, so that way you could charge it up when the battery dies. And it also comes with instructions on how to play it. And it also makes for I'm guessing, a handy alarm clock, because I remember The Legend of Zelda. It's got a clock on there, so that way you can use it as a watch, and I think it has an alarm system. I'm not sure. But let's see if it's charged up enough to get it going. Well, looks like it's going to need charging, but I'll charge it up this weekend. Maybe I'll do a future video on it, but just look at how nice that unit is. I mean, they made these in limited numbers. They had them with Legend of Zelda, and also right here, Super Mario Brothers. But, I don't think I'm really gonna, I don't know. I may or may not take this with me, like when I'm on trips or something. This might be something that I would just put back in the box and just have it as a collectible. But, I don't know. I'm gonna charge it up later on and give it a go. You don't need to buy replacement batteries or nothing. You just charge it up and you got Super Mario Brothers on the go. Now let's go ahead and look at the other unit. Alright, next up we have Space Invaders the handheld. One of the things I actually love about these My Arcade handhelds, is I love how you have this little door here. It gives a history on, the video game itself. This was I guess this was the second arcade machine to come out. Like in 1978, where Pong was the first. It gives a good history on how much love that this game had, but just look at that. I mean, it's almost like you want to, when you get done with it, you want to put it back in here to keep it neat. But, the box is, as you know, the box, has to be disposed of. But we're going to go ahead and tear this bad Oscar open and put batteries in it. See how it plays. Well, here it is, the unit itself. I mean, look at the size of this thing. Wow. I mean, in comparison to this Pac-Man unit, and the Atari 50th anniversary, in width, if you look here in width, it's actually bigger than both of these units right here. I mean, I was going to do a demo for you, but unfortunately, just to get to the batteries, you have to get a little mini, Phillips head screwdriver to get into the unit. So I can't do that right now, and like all the other My Arcades, it has this little peel-off sticker thing. Where you could just peel that off. I guess it protects the screen. But, look at what this has to offer. You got the on and off switch. I don't know what that is. I think that's for credit. I don't have my glasses on. Home. Here's the on and off switch right here. And it's also got a plug-in for USB cord and for headphones. So this is definitely going to really be good for on the go. I definitely will take this to a doctor's office, along with these two as well. But yeah, I wish I could do a demo on this, but unfortunately, I don't have a screwdriver available right now. I got to go dig deep, and I got to go to work in the morning, so we're going to review that another time. But for right now, let's go to another main event. The next main event is Elevator Action, My Arcade. Thing about Elevator Action, when it comes to classic, platform video games, Elevator Action has been one of my favorites since I was 8 years old. My father owned a restaurant back in the 80s here in Cape Coral, Florida, and to my inspiration, he decided in the front area to put video game machines in there, so, that would have it where kids can come in and, play some video games after dinner. And among the video games that were there, we had Centipede, Dig Dug, Donkey Kong Jr., and Pac-Man, and Elevator Action. I really grew accustomed to this game. I mean, even so, when I first got a Nintendo for Christmas in 1987, this was one of the first games I got on the NES. So, what we're going to do is we're going to tear this bad Oscar open, and we're going to put batteries in it and give it a startup. Now, the Space Invaders handheld that I just showed you, it takes AA batteries, just like this unit. But rest assured, I'm going to go ahead and make a video on that unit in the upcoming future. So let's go ahead, open this bad Oscar up, and let's power it up, shall we? Alright, now, here we are. Here's the unit itself, and once again, it has one of these little peely things on the screen here that I guess protect the screen. I'm just going to go ahead and peel that sucker right off. Hold on a second, folks. Yeah, there's the little sticky thing. Now let's take a look at the unit itself. I mean, it looks like your average My Arcade cabinet. It's got the start, the reset button, the fire button, the jump, and the kick. And to turn it on, it'd be the replica coin drop, coin depository. And, there's the side of it. It says Tato, which are the manufacturers of, elevator action. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to turn this bad Oscar on. See how it looks. Wow, look at that. Looks like the title screen, not only on the arcade, but the Nintendo. Let's see what it has to offer. Yeah, it's pretty much got the NES, Nintendo, emulation right there. But, you know what? It still has the awesome gameplay. I'm not going to deny it that. Love that music. All in all, even though it's got the Nintendo ROM in the game, it's not a bad unit, and like many others, it's got volume control. It's also got a thing where you could plug in your headphones or earphones. It's got a UBS outlet, so you could plug it into the wall and just leave it running for display like an arcade. I've really grown accustomed to these My Arcade, retro, classics. I'm sorry that that Basic Fun hasn't been putting out new classics lately. And of course, like every other one, these units come with an instruction manual, and I don't know why, because you really don't need it. It's self-explanatory, and anybody that's ever played vintage games doesn't need it either. But what's really cool is they come with these little micro, catalogs of what's to come out. I mean, I look at these things all the time and I think, got it, need it, got it. I mean, looks like they're going to, once again, they're going to come out with a Caveman Ninja, or they have one already. And they got, I got pretty much all of these. I don't have Rolling Thunder, and I don't have Caveman Ninja or Heavy Barrel. But in many ways, I'm not going to get those units because I have that on the Namco Museum. And I've got plenty of Dig Dug, on emulators too. Alright, now, we got batteries. We now have batteries for the Space Invaders unit, so we're going to do another video of that later on. For right now, let's go ahead and get to the last, but certainly not least of these units. This My Arcade Gamer V Classic. Now, like it said, it's got 220 different games programmed in it. And once again, it's got one of those little doors on the front. Little tiny unit right there. It looks promising, but we're going to see for ourselves. Well, once again, unfortunately, here's the unit right here. But unfortunately, once again, it has one of those battery doors where you have to get a little mini screwdriver to get to the battery compartment. But other than that, I love the feel of this unit. It reminds me of that Data East one that I have. I still have, by the way. But look at how compact that is. You could put that in your hip sack. This would be perfect for, like, say you're waiting for the bus, you're waiting for a taxi, or you're waiting to board an airplane. You could put this in a hip sack or fanny pack and tuck it on in, so that way while you're waiting to be boarded on an airplane, a bus, or a train, you got something to do right here. I mean, it's the same thing as if with this Pac-Man unit as well. You just have something to do. Well, that concludes this this retro handheld Christmas haul. I just wanted to show off some of this really cool stuff I got for Christmas this year, not only from my mom and dad, but from Santa Claus as well. You saw the last video. And we're going to go ahead and make a video of, this handheld and the new Space Invaders. So, like I always like to say, that's all the time we have. And like I say, if you're new to the channel, hit a like, subscribe, leave comments in the box down below, ring the bell for future notifications, and also check out videos that I have going on the Weekly Narc where I discuss how to deal with narcissistic abuse and how to go about narcissistic behavior. I'm trying to build that up. Remember to tell all your friends. Let's help, you can, by telling your friends and getting them to subscribe, you are basically helping me build this channel up so it catches on and catches on. And there's going to be a lot of other stuff I've got in the works. I know I've been saying it, but I want to apologize to you all about, I haven't been making videos lately, not even for the Weekly Narc. I'm busy with 2 jobs, and we had to put our pug down a couple weeks ago, sadly. But you know things are going to be happening. Things are going to be happening within the new year. So I want to wish you all, as always, get you enough of, happiness, joy, cheer, laughter, zero drama, less drama, zero chaos. Um, New thing I've been saying lately. Problem comes along your way, you think it's too hard to handle. No, don't fret. Don't fret it, no sweat it. I've been saying that a lot lately. I've been making that up. And, oh yeah, I also forgot. This unit right here comes with volume control, and it's got a plug-in for a USB cord as well. And it's got, got these buttons here, select and start, and A and B with a D-pad like NES. But again, this is something I would definitely take with me on a trip. But anyway, this is your old pal Russell J.S. Christmas is over, so I want to wish you all a happy new year. I'll see you in the next year. As I said before, get you enough. Get you enough of love, get you enough of cheer, get you enough of joy. Anything that makes you happy. Get you enough of zero chaos and zero drama. And as always, old schoolers, Godspeed, and may the force be with you always.